and welcome to Game 4 of the Brain Masters Tournament here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your MC, Davo. With me today, we have Kells.
Hello. How are you?
We have Andy.
Hello, little brainers.
We have Allison.
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
I thought you said, oh no, because like we lost her or something.
No, because I knew this was coming.
Yeah, I was just...
I really did want to hiccup in the middle of it, but it just didn't work out.
Well, that was
beautiful.
I'm going to have to start taking my headphones off when that happens.
Yeah. And we have the Sensei, Neil.
Hey, everybody. You guys ready to start?
Yeah.
Or do you want to chit-chat
Hell
for a
yeah.
while beforehand?
No, let's roll.
No, let's
All
do
right,
this
good.
thing.
Good answer. So each week we have a theme, and within that theme we've got 6 categories of 4 questions each. Each question is worth 10 points with a few bonus points thrown in here and there, and then a final question which is worth up to 100 points. And as Davo mentioned, we are starting game 4 of the Brain Masters tournament. The way we score the tournament is first place win gets you 4 points, second place 3 points, and so on. And at this time, Allison has 3 points total. Andy has 7 tournament points. Davo has 8 tournament points. And Kells has 12.
Huh.
All right. So we have I think, a fun theme tonight. The theme is numbers.
Okay.
Numbers.
Every single answer in the regular part of the quiz is going to be a number.
Oh, I'm good at ciphering.
Real quick, guys, how many people here that are playing the game have a liberal arts degree?
I do.
Hand raised.
Hand raised.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, because the
Well.
liberal arts are known for their ciphering and gazentas.
Right.
I believe there's only one of these questions that requires any kind of math, and it is simple addition.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
That one still goes to Kells.
Do you guys want to know something you're not going to believe?
Tell
Yeah.
me.
I took up to honors calculus in high school.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't think I've even seen a calculus book ever.
No.
I took calculus. There was no honor in it, but I took calculus.
You were in the mud, in the trenches.
Oh, yeah. Straight trenches.
Well, let's get started. Category 1 is science.
Science.
How many naturally occurring noble gases are there?
Oh, damn.
This is a periodic table quiz, Andy.
Locked in?
This has been on the show before.
We've
Locked in.
definitely talked about them.
I could tell you, the other day at school, we had baked potatoes. Allison and I both had baked potatoes. Those baked potatoes, I would learn later, were grossly underbaked. And is that one of the noble gases or not? Because it was pretty spectacular.
There's nothing
That's
noble about it, though.
That's ignoble gases.
Okay. That's what I spent parent-teacher conferences focusing on, not doing that.
Oh, Andy.
Oh,
Question 1, and we're on to the fart jokes, are we?
Well, noble
Hey,
gases.
it's my kind of night.
I'm
I
locked
think
in.
I'm going to lock in really fast on all of these tonight.
I'm locked in.
All right. Let's start with Kels.
6.
You gotta be shitting me.
Crap.
Davo?
5.
I mean, what makes you think Kels is right?
Because
Because
he's
he's
Kells.
Kells.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Let's not do that, gentlemen.
Andy
I went with lucky 7.
and Allison.
Noble and 9 both start with the letter N.
Well, you can't fault that logic, except that it's completely wrong. Because the correct answer is 6.
Oh, son of
Oh.
Came out of left field.
Kel's got it right? What?
Apparently, he's actually glanced at a periodic table at some point in the past.
Periodically,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, yes.
I see what you did there.
All right, question 2. How many natural states of matter are there? And for a 10-point bonus,
Come on.
for a 10-point bonus, what is the 5th man-made state of matter?
Ooh.
Did you just... What?
What?
Locked
I'm in
in?
my head. I feel like you just told us the answer. But no?
Oh, you know what?
He
You
did.
did.
I did.
So...
So let's see how well you do.
If this is Andy,
So the
then
bonus-
it's a 50-50
No, I
that he
got
had it
it.
wrong.
I got it.
I've heard this word before.
This might be the only points I get in this category.
Nah, you'll do fine, Davo.
I'm locked in. For the record, I knew this anyway. I didn't need a rare faux pas from the sensei to help me out.
Okay, let's start with Devo.
4.
And the bonus?
I was thinking it had something to do with splitting atoms, so I said fissionable. Fission. I said the word fission.
And since you were so confident, Devo, what are the 4 natural states of matter?
Solid, liquid, gaseous, and plasma.
You got it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Andy, can I put you down for 10?
I guess 4.
Okay.
And the man-made matter is vibranium.
Okay. Allison?
Vibranium is naturally occurring adamantium. Is man-made.
Oh, right. I knew I had that. Even my jokes are wrong. I promised Wendy I was going to kick trivia butt tonight.
You gotta quit telling her that, Andy. All right. Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 4
All
because
right.
you said what's the 5th, and it's my guess is it's not man-made but God-made. It's the Higgs boson matter.
Oh. The God particle.
Science. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hang on.
Science in such a warped way.
And Kels.
4. And I believe the 5th state was Connecticut.
Okay. Well, you all got the question right. Amazingly.
Kells gets the
Wow.
bonus.
No, none of you got the bonus. The bonus is Bose-Einstein condensates.
Ooh,
I've never
I
heard
had
those
letters.
words put together.
Yeah, I think Allison was close to that.
No, she wasn't.
I think she was. I think she was in the same city. We were not even on the same continent. Allison was at least in the same city.
If she's using Bose headphones, she's even closer.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, well, I'm not going to do a shame nugget here.
I want a shame nugget.
But
I actually
that's
want
not-
one.
Ooh, yes, please.
Well,
I'm hungry for
shame
a
nugget.
shame nugget.
The Higgs boson is a subatomic particle. It's not a state of matter.
There it is.
Shame.
We need a sound.
We need a sound effect for the shame nugget.
All right. Let's move on to question 3. March 14th is informally known as Pi Day. What day is February 7th informally known as?
Well, it's a Monday.
Wait, I thought every answer had to be a number.
Yeah, a number or something that stands for a number.
Fart.
I mean, like pi is a number. Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Okay, so
I'm
I'll go ahead and
I have an
clarify.
answer.
I'll
I
go ahead
know
and
what
clarify.
you're
got it.
asking. I just
I
don't have
got
an
it.
answer.
I think so.
Okay, so you don't no clarification then.
Or we could all be wrong together.
Well, let's
It's a
start with
team effort.
let's start with Andy.
I'm sticking with Monday.
Okay,
It's a Monday.
Allison.
Always, actually. I know there's like a Fibonacci day, so I said Fibonacci day.
Kels.
I just said it was the 38th day.
Okay. And Deva.
I think
It's half a pie day.
My mind just exploded.
Half a pie day.
2, 7, 3,
Are
14.
you an experiment in artificial stupidity?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so March 14th is Pi Day because it's 314, right?
Right.
And pi is
Mhm.
approximated to 3.14. So February 7th would be the mathematical constant that's approximated to 2.7, which is E.
God damn it.
Okay. Which is natural
I was-
log or something like that?
It
isn't
is.
it?
It's the
I
it's the
couldn't
base
remember
for
what E was.
it's base for natural logarithms.
Okay, that's
It
ringing
was
a
on
bell
my
now.
paper. It was on my paper.
E
Really?
is a
Wrote down-
vowel.
Yes. Yes.
E is for elephant. All right.
All right, shake it off. Let's move on. Question 4. In math, what is the value of I, also known as the imaginary unit?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Really?
Come on, Andy. You know
Mhm.
this.
No.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I've been thrown out of a lot of math clubs classes. I'll
Actually,
tell you that.
this always really puzzled me why this was a thing.
A thing. Yeah.
Why this
I
needed
didn't
to be
appreciate
a
it
thing.
either. Did not appreciate it.
I'm gonna factually punt.
Factually fun.
The imaginary unit.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
I am going to join my friend Davo in punting.
Hey. Hooray.
Okay, then let's well, we're going to start with Allison.
Okay. I think I know how to. Sorry. I think my brain's exploding.
You sounded really confident when you locked in, and now I'm
I
starting
did
to
because I
wonder.
was like, oh, it's -1. And then I was like, no, he said it's the square root of some shit, but I can't remember.
Oh dear.
The square root of -1. I think that's it.
Okay, what else?
The square root of -1.
Oh, thank God. Okay, sorry.
And
Damn it.
Deva and Andy.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
You know, if I could have just gotten away, I would have gotten 5 points if I said it's a square root of some shit.
I would have campaigned against that, buddy.
No, I would not have given. There's a whole bunch of square roots that aren't I.
Yeah. But it's some shit, isn't it?
But the correct answer
It
is
is.
the square root of -1.
Okay.
Full disclosure, because of the migraine, I'm actually not writing my answers down today. So this is going to
Right.
get yucky. I'm sitting in a dark room.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
The lights.
Yeah.
Okay, at the end of round 1, Devo and Andy have 10, Allison has
Yay.
20, and Kells has 30.
And there's the ball game, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
No, there's
Oh,
more.
man.
There's a
It's
lot more to
early.
go, Andy.
A lot more
A
numbers.
A lot more to go.
Yeah.
And we're going to start off with sports.
Sport numbers.
Aw. This is always when it goes downhill for me, so it's going downhill early.
That's why I made
Yeah.
it second,
Yeah, you can bounce
just to
back.
put you out of, just to put you out of your misery.
We don't want to give you any confidence at all. I made it second, so you would know in the first 15 minutes your night of the light right was going to be awful.
All right, question 1. What is the only jersey number retired for every team in Major League Baseball?
Locked in.
Locked
And for a
in.
bonus.
Come on.
Hang on, settle down. For a bonus. Who was the last player to wear that number after it was retired in 1997? Not
Okay.
counting Jackie Robinson Day, where everybody wears it.
Locked in again.
Dang it. Major told me all of this.
I'm locked in. I think
Okay, I
we've
think
had
I-
this question before.
I think I got it
Okay.
because I think I just saw the movie in my head, but
There you go.
Light.
I'm very disturbed right now that Kells is singing Enter Sandman.
Enter Sandman.
I don't know where that's coming from, and it's
was
doesn't.
this this
Wow.
player's walk up song
Well,
or to the
it's-
mound song? Oh,
Ye-
it's a picture.
yes.
Okay.
To the mound relief.
Yes.
Relief.
That,
Oh,
by the way,
for
that
the-
doesn't help me at all. I
for
just
the bonus guy.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Now I'm slightly less disturbed.
I'm glad I could help.
Okay, I'm locked in. I probably have the wrong number in my
I'm
head.
locked in. I think I have both of these. I'm pretty sure we had this before.
Okay, let's start with Deva.
42 and Mariano Rivera.
Yes.
Andy?
42, Jackie Robinson's number, and Mariano Rivera of the Yankees was the last to wear it.
Okay. Allison?
42, but Mickey Mantle, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, same thing.
Kels?
Really?
Number
Mhm.
42, Mariano Rivera.
Vera.
Number
Vera.
42.
Vera.
So, you know, it just occurred to me that I pretty much gave away this one too.
You
Why?
want to
Which
backpedal?
one?
No, I mean I've already read the question, but because I said who was the last person to wear it, not counting on Jackie Robinson Day.
Oh, I didn't even pick
I
up on
think
that.
we
I think we all knew it.
yeah, I think we
you
all knew
did,
it,
but
though.
I am getting sloppy with my questions because
Yeah.
I shouldn't have
Are you
said that.
drunk too?
Stop.
So the correct answer is 42. And
How many of us are sober?
I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's hard.
I mean,
It's a hard
define
day.
sober. I haven't been drinking, if that's what you're asking.
Oh.
So the correct answer is 42, and in 2013, Mariano Rivera was the last person to wear that number after it was retired. All right. So question 2: what is the only jersey number retired for every team in the NHL?
I just read this yesterday.
Oh,
And
that's
if you don't know the
that's really
number,
great for
I'll give you half points for the name of the player whose jersey it is.
Oh,
I
okay.
have a
I'll go for the
educated
half.
guess, so I'm gonna lock in.
I'm locked in.
What's his face?
What's his face?
Come on, little hurting pink squishy thing. Mhm.
Oh, this is not. I think we're caught in a trap. There.
Really?
think?
Wow. What a little Elvis there.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Try that again,
Uh,
Tiny Elvis.
Tiny Elvis. I can't walk out. Yeah, we got trapped there. Kels.
Okay, okay. It's finally there. It's in the brain. You think so?
It's
I
the
do.
only number I'm comfortable with in hockey.
I think there was something recently that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't got it.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's start with Andy. I don't know what Dave was talking about.
I don't either. Wayne Gretzky, number 4.
Ooh.
Number 4.
What?
Allison?
I didn't know the number, but I guessed Wayne Gretzky.
Kels?
I thought Gretzky wore 99.
And Deva?
Gretzky did wear 99, and I said 99.
The correct answer is 99. I gave you
What?
half points if you said Gretzky.
I thought Gretzky wore number 4.
Never in a million years.
Why did I think that?
Well, recently there was the first African American hockey player was honored by Boston, I think. That you might be thinking of his number.
Willie O'Ree?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, weird thing I need clarification on. Did Gretzky ever play for the Blues? Like for
Yes.
He
Okay,
did?
so I'm pretty sure when we went to the Winter Classic and they do the alumni game the night before, I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
Gretzky was on the Blues team.
Ooh,
Nice.
That's
Gretzky
cool.
played for the Blues?
He at the end of his career, after he left the Kings, he played for the Blues and the Rangers for a bit.
Oh, okay.
And the Indianapolis Racers.
That's what he
So
started with in the AHL,
Oh, gotcha.
WHA.
WHA.
So I'm going to have to make a hard call here.
Oh no.
No, you're fine,
Oh,
Allison.
on
It's going to
Andy.
be for me.
No, it's going to have to be for Andy because he gave me a number, but the number was wrong. He knew that it was Gretzky, but he
Or
didn't
gave the wrong
opt,
yes.
he didn't really opt for the easy mode.
Oh. Give me whatever. There's no way I'm winning this match anyway.
Dude, you got a chance. It's the second question in the second category.
Interestingly enough, scientifically, when he announced the theme was numbers, I was mathematically eliminated. It's science.
Crazy how that works.
You can't explain it, but it's science.
All right, so Andy, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give you 0 for that one.
I understand.
Question 3. How many games did the Detroit Lions win in 2008?
Okay.
Locked in.
Sure, I'm guessing.
If I knew anything about the season length and number, can I go half points for a not number answer?
No, I mean this is really kind of needing a number.
Allison, I believe there were 16 games in a NFL season.
Okay.
Each team plays 16 games.
But there's
That's
also the
it?
postseason. So there's another possible 4 games after that?
Yeah, but it was a
depending on
rough
your team.
season, wasn't it?
It's Detroit. Most of them
It's
are rough
always
seasons.
rough
Yeah.
as a
Okay.
Detroit Lion.
Okay, locked in.
All right. What do you got, Allison?
Let's go with 1.
Okay. Kels?
Oh,
I was on the fence between 1 and 0. I went with 0.
Deva?
This is the 0 and 16 season, I think.
I think so.
And Andy?
I was guessing 0.
So I retroactively decided to give you half points if you're within 1, which Allison was. Everybody else got 10 points. Question 4. The Lakers and the Celtics are tied for the most NBA championships. How many wins do they each have?
Locked
I'll
in.
give you half
are we
points if you're
still
off
in
by
sports?
Yeah, it would be great if I could finish the questions.
Sorry.
It's
So
okay.
sorry.
That's how angry we are.
Because I pointed out that you get half points if you're off by 1.
Okay. Got it.
I'm locked in.
Okay, let's start with Kels.
They both have 17 NBA championships.
David?
17.
Andy?
I went with lucky 7 again.
Okay. And Allison?
Well, first I thought 7. Then I thought 9. I said, let's split the difference. But apparently I should have added.
Yeah.
I said 8. Yep.
Yeah, no, the difference is, or the answer is 17. All right.
Sports ball.
Sports ball.
At the end of round 2, Andy has 35, Allison 40, Davo 55, and Kel 75.
All right.
And you're not going to like this, but category 3 is movies.
So I just want to be clear, Sensei. Just want to be clear. You were looking at your spreadsheet and like, wow, Kels has almost lapped everybody else already in this tournament. What can I do to even things up?
You know, I started writing this quiz like a month ago.
Yeah.
Before we even started.
I know,
recording the
man.
tournament.
I'm giving you shit. It's obvious there's no way you would have. Yeah, this is painful.
I know. And I try to shift the categories around except for science because we like to get that one out of the way. Or I do. Anyway. You guys would probably like to not have it at all, but that's not going to happen.
I'm a fan of science.
Yeah, I actually usually start pretty strong in the science category, but
Okay. Well, let's try some movies and see what happens. I think there's something here for everybody.
Okay.
Hey.
Question 1. What 2009 animated film stars Elijah Wood voicing a small ragdoll-like robot who wakes up in a post-apocalyptic world?
Locked in?
Oh, crap. What's the name of that?
Oh, locked in.
I'm going to say that. I'm locked in with guess because I can
You
see the
guys-
poster.
your brains amaze me sometimes. How did you do that so fast?
Well, number one, we don't have migraines.
Yeah,
That's true. Okay, I'm so sorry. I remembered what the entire show is, and now I remember what the answer is.
Excellent. Then let's start with Andy.
Number 9, 9.
Allison,
9.
Kels,
9.
and Devo.
9.
The movie was called 9.
9.
Question 2. What 2007 thriller with a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 8% stars Jim Carrey in a rare non-comedy role?
Locked in.
Oh, right. Yep.
Oh. What is that number?
I'm locked in.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Okay, let's start with Allison.
Okay, I was in between 22 and 23. At 23 seems creepier. So I went with 23.
Do you know why it seems creepier?
Because it's prime.
Yes. That's my theory anyway. Kels?
Okay.
My name actually fits this movie. Like six letters in my first and middle name and 11 in my last name. The name of the movie is Number 23.
Devo?
23.
And Andy.
The movie's name is The Number 23.
The correct answer is the number 23. All right. Question 3. Kevin Spacey won the 1996 MTV Movie Award for the best villain for what movie?
Locked in.
I have
Locked
easy
in.
mode. I have easy mode if you need it.
I need easy mode. I'm not getting
I'm
this.
locked in. It took me a minute, but I'm locked in.
Okay. Allison, I hope this is a helpful easy mode for you. The easy mode is Brad Pitt won the most desirable male for the same movie in the MTV Music
Yeah,
Award.
he did.
Really? Good God.
What's in the box?
I was going to say, the other easy mode is the three of us are desperately trying not to say, what's in the box?
Okay, I've actually never seen this movie, but thank you. I know because of my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Kels,
7.
Deva,
7.
Andy,
7.
and Allison.
7.
Correct answer is 7.
Lucky 7 was finally right.
Okay, so I'm going to warn you. Question 4. I believe this is the only one that actually has math, but like I said, it's simple addition.
Oh, God.
Okay.
If you add all the numbers in all of the Ocean's Heist movies, what number would you have?
Okay.
So,
All of the Ocean's Heist
Oh.
movies.
okay. Write this equation out.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's actually a different number that I'll give you half credit for.
Okay.
Okay, let me math real quick. I don't have my pen and paper, so.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm locked in with my gazentas. I think they're gazented properly.
I think I did that math right. Do I reserve the right to say all the numbers in case I added them wrong?
Sure. I'll give you that.
Ooh,
Do you reserve the right? You had to ask to reserve a right?
I did. That's what us
awfully polite
ladies
of you.
do here, right? It's also why some of you might have not counted one of those movies. I'm just saying.
I counted that one. It's on my paper.
Is everybody good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, let's start with Andy.
So my math is there's 2 Ocean's 11, the Frank Sinatra one and the modern one. Then there's Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, and Ocean's 8, which gives you 55 because I count 11 twice.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
Allison.
yeah. I didn't know there was an old one. I got 47 because I didn't count 11 twice.
Okay, if you didn't count 11, what did you count?
Oh, sweet God. Did I add wrong?
You
Okay, we got
you get 44.
11, 12, 13, 8.
Okay. That's 44.
Yep, that's what I thought. That's
That's exactly what you said, right?
all right. Yep.
Okay.
hmm
Kels.
The OG Ocean's 11, Modern 11, 12, 13, and 8 gives you 55.
Devo.
I omitted the original. I said 44.
So, based on the phrasing of the question, if you gave me 55, you got full points. If you gave me 44, I'll give you half points.
Yay.
Hey.
All right. So, at the end of round 3, Allison has 70, Andy 75, Davo 90, Kells 115. It's anybody's game.
Am I the only
Yeah.
one keeping track of all the numbers we've used on a spreadsheet in case it comes up somehow?
No.
Yep, that's
Okay.
just
You're
you.
thinking thinking ahead, Andy.
I'm playing real fast and loose tonight. I don't remember the questions, and I haven't written any down. So
There's been 2 answer 4s for those playing at home.
no, there has
There
not.
has
You
not.
just
One of-
picked
one of them
4
was
when it was
correct.
99.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's been only 1 4.
Oh, there goes
God
his,
almighty.
there goes his equation. Right
It's
there.
all,
should've
it
just let him
collapses
go.
in a heap. It just falls into a pile.
It's got to move this index card and this thread over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
the beautiful mind over there is just falling apart.
This means something.
All right. Category 4 is music.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no.
Question 1. How many miles would the Proclaimers walk to fall down at your door?
Locked in.
Oh, hold up.
I know. I'm in.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, I know it. I don't know why I'm.
Locked in?
Allison?
Oh dear God, I hate when you do this to me, Neil. I'm
It's in her
pretty sure
contract.
it's 500.
Oh.
Oh, I hate you, Andy.
think
Why
I-
do you
I
do
think
that to me?
Okay,
This is
I
a-
think I
this is
gamed
a-
it. I think
This is
I
a
gamed
tricky
it.
question. Yeah, I think Kel's got it.
Kels?
All right, so in the song it says, I
No,
will
because
walk
you gotta
500
add. You said there were
miles.
no adding questions.
There's no adding.
They're not adding.
He says
He
this.
says that
it's the lyric.
It's in
So
the
I
lyrics.
will walk 500 miles and then I will walk 500 more, which would put you at 1,000, right?
Yeah.
Just to be the
1,000.
man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Oh, fart box.
So I have 1,000.
Okay. And Davo, I assume you also have 1,000.
1,000 miles.
And Andy.
I saw the Proclaimers live when this song was a hit. It's 1,000 miles.
It is still a
this
hit.
Band. It's still a hit. Yeah, good point.
The correct answer is 1,000 for exactly the reasons that Davo mentioned.
Mm.
Okay. Question 2. Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins wrote what song as a nostalgic coming of age story set in the year he turned 12?
Locked in.
Locked
I'm locked in.
I don't know if this is. Yeah, I don't have it. But I got it. It's a song with a number in it.
Okay, sure. I have a guess.
Okay.
Just speaking on the person.
Let's start with you then, Allison.
I feel like I've gone first a lot tonight, just like to say that. But 1980 is my guess.
Okay. Andy?
1979.
Davo?
Oh, there's
Mm.
wait, but there's the Allison rule.
Is there?
Allison Claus.
David.
Allison Claus.
Davo?
That's the direct to Redbox Tim Allen sequel to The Santa Claus is the Allison Claus.
Yes.
1979. It's not good.
It's kind of like the
Good.
infield fly rule. You know, nobody really knows for sure how it works, but Allison makes it work.
It's kind of like a balk,
Cute.
maybe, but I don't know
Yeah,
because I don't know what a balk is.
Send that to New York. Let's see. Nope. No one has any idea.
Kels?
I said summer of 69.
That's Brian Adams, Kels.
I got my first real 6-string.
Yes, you
5 and
did.
dime.
Played it till my fingers bled.
Correct answer to this question is 1979. And due to the Allison rule, she got 5 points.
Oh.
Question 3. The first song to hit the top 40 from Metallica was in 1989 and was about a severely wounded World War I soldier. What was the name of the song?
Locked in.
Oh, wait a minute.
Of course, Davo's locked in.
Oh, come on.
Locked in?
This is my favorite Metallica song. I'm locked in.
Did you write down a
Okay.
number yet, Allison?
Yeah, sure. Just to piss everyone off, I've got a number.
Okay. Let's start with Andy.
1.
Oh, yes.
Deva?
1.
Kels,
1.
and Allison.
They speak with the devil's tongue, so I said 666.
Mhm.
The correct answer is 1.
That doesn't qualify for the Allison rule because you were more than one
Yeah.
off of.
I can't give
darn
you
it.
that for 650,
Mm,
665
65
off.
off.
Gone with 665.
I should have.
All right, and finally, question 4. How many minutes did Madonna and Justin Timberlake have to save the world in 2008?
Yes, locked in.
Locked in?
Thank you. Thank you, Neil, for a contemporary question.
I don't remember this song. Oh, I've already punted. I got no idea. All right, so this is where I look up my number sheet and find a number that hasn't been used.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Andy thinks I put entirely too much thought into this.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in as well.
This is actually really, really funny.
It is kind of.
It's very funny.
David?
I said 11.
Okay. Kels?
4.
Oh
Allison?
my God. It's a number been used twice.
Yep. In fact, Andy thinks 3 times now. But they really say it more like 4, but 4.
Yeah.
And Andy?
Because we've used both 4 and 6, I went with 5.
Oh. Too bad the Allison rule doesn't apply to you. Those Allison's rule.
Yeah. It's in the title.
Should
Yeah.
write some my own
Because the correct
rules
answer
here in the
is
next
4.
couple of weeks. Tell you that right now. Maybe some rules. Be on the Discord typing up some rules this week.
All right. At the end of round 4, Allison has 85, Andy 105, Davo 120, and Kels 145.
Still in it for second.
It brings us to history.
Oh, thank goodness. All right.
Well, hang on.
Oh, come on.
Number-
You're not going to
number
like
history.
this. You're not going to like this first one for sure.
Okay.
But the others you might like.
I'm going to
it,
write a
maybe.
history question he won't like.
Question 1. The first known mathematical system is the Mesopotamian system, which used what base?
Mm.
What?
So we currently use base 10.
Right.
What did the Mesopotamians use?
I think I've actually heard this
I'll
before.
give you a hint.
From...
It's not base 10.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I'm locked in. I think
Yeah.
I've heard this somewhere.
I have not
What number haven't we used?
locked in.
Many.
You know, there's a lot of numbers, Andy. Did you know that?
Plenty.
Yeah, it's almost infinite.
Were you all locked in?
No,
Yeah.
I'm still thinking. I locked in. Well, I don't know why I'm thinking. I don't know.
Okay, let's start with Davo.
like somehow it's going to come to me.
Davo?
12.
All right.
Hmm.
Kels?
I said 5, but they used the ace of base in parentheses.
Yes. It's always appropriate.
Allison?
I was in between 5 and 7, but I went with 7.
Okay. And Andy?
25.
When and how you swim is a
Oh.
vital part of curling.
Ace of base.
Correct answer is 60.
Hey, 60? What the
Wow.
balls is that?
Okay.
So random.
That's
Okay.
not random. 60 makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
Because you can
Does
divide
it?
it by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5, by 6.
Oh,
By
well,
10.
when you look at it that way.
Well, when you use math to look at math,
yeah,
it makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
Practical
With
usage.
your
yeah.
mathematical logic.
And I'm pretty sure that has to do with why we have 60 seconds and 60 minutes.
What about the
Really?
emotions of it? Doesn't
Right.
feel right.
It didn't feel right to me. Felt like it should have a 5 or a 0 at the end of it. What
Well,
did, I guess.
I'll go back
but
and talk to the Mesopotamians and let them know that their
Sure.
numbering system has caused some angst in
Can you
2020.
please do that?
Stupid fertile crescent.
Question 2. The United States Supreme Court held its inaugural session in February of 1790. How many members were on the court at that time? And for a bonus, For a bonus, what is the largest number of justices ever on the court at one time?
Ooh.
Locked in.
This I did know at some point, but
I'm locked in.
Locked in with guesses.
Yeah.
yep. Yep.
Okay,
Same.
Let's start with Devo.
5, and the bonus would be 13.
Okay, Kels,
I said 5 and 11.
Allison,
I thought it was something silly like it was an even number. So I said 8 and then 13 for the bonus.
and Andy.
6 and 9.
Mm.
Well, Andy got the question right, but at one point, very briefly, there were 10 members.
10.
When?
Yeah, it
Wow.
was like somebody had raised it to 11, but they were slow in adding them for some reason, and then someone changed it back, and so they were just kind of letting them.
Well, FDR
Wow.
tried, but got
No, this was
shouted down.
This was in the 1800s.
Mm.
Who would have done it in the ancient? Andrew Jackson, maybe?
I don't remember.
Or No. Ooh.
You still got more presidents to go. Just
I'm just trying to think logically. It couldn't have been Lincoln. It couldn't have been Buchanan. It couldn't have been
Johnson,
Jack. It could have been John. Well,
Grant,
no, because
Hayes, Garfield, Arthur,
It's Arthur. That
Chester Arthur?
rapscallion Chester A. Arthur.
Harrison.
All right. Let's move on. I don't have a clue, but I'm going to look into it.
So in 1863, it was raised to 10. So whoever was
Lincoln.
whoever was in charge in 1863, but
Lincoln.
the president doesn't do that, right? Congress does that.
No, the president does it. Congress. That's why FDR tried to do it. Right now, there's no law that says how many Supreme Justices there are. The law is
Well,
the
I'm
president.
sorry.
What word was
What are
that?
they called?
He's just excited.
Justices. What did I say?
Justices.
You ran through a stop sign or two, buddy.
So no, if President Biden right now decides that he wants to nominate a justice, he just nominates it. Then it has to go through Congress, but he can nominate one every week if he wants to. As long as Congress approves it, that person goes on.
Oh,
So
okay.
in this case, the Wikipedia article, take it for what it's worth, says Congress added justices to correspond with the growth of the country, basically with the growth of the circuit courts, to 7 in 1807, 9 in 1873, and 10 justices in 1863. But then, at the behest of Chief Justice Chase, in an attempt to limit the power of Andrew Johnson, Congress passed the Judicial Circuits Act, providing for the next 3 justices to retire would not be replaced.
Interesting. Interestingly, Salmon Chase was on Lincoln's cabinet before he became a Supreme Court justice.
And when you say interesting, what do you mean by that?
Damn.
Question 3. How much did the United States pay France for the Louisiana Purchase?
Locked in.
I think I know this.
Seems like this would be right up the AP history.
Oh,
Andy, this was on the civics exam. How do you forget
I
this?
have this on a PowerPoint. I'm trying to get the exact number. I'm locked in. I'm really uncomfortable.
Locked in.
So let's start with Kels.
15 million?
Allison,
15 million.
Andy,
15 million.
and Devo.
15 million.
Correct answer is $15 million. And finally, in what year did North Korea invade South Korea to start the Korean War? I'll give you
Locked
full
in.
points if you're within 1 year. So, corollary, Allison, if you are within 2 years, I'll give you half points.
Ooh.
Hey.
I'm locked in.
Oh, I better get this right or I'm going to get a shame nugget.
Is everybody locked in?
No, I don't want to pick a stupid year.
We'll pick a good
No.
year.
Okay. All right. Let's go Tires.
I think technically it's Allison's turn, so let's hear Andy's answer.
1950.
Oh, thank God.
Deva,
1950.
Kels,
1951.
and Allison.
1950.
Correct answer is 1950, but I would have accepted 49 to 51. So at the end of round 5, our scores are this. Allison has 105, Andy 135, Deva 140, and Kels 165. And I'm sure our listeners at home are screaming because we totally forgot to pick the doubled category because this is a Brain Masters game.
Crap, I did.
So I'll give you guys the choice. We can either make this last category, the double category, or I'll randomly select one and I'll just retroactively double the scores in that category.
Thinking.
We need an unanimous
What's the last
decision.
category?
Well,
We don't know yet.
We don't know. We will know.
You know what? I think in the spirit of the show of the randomizer, let's just randomize it.
Yep, let's just
Roll the
randomize it.
dice.
That was my thought as well.
Yeah.
okay. So
Did I do well in any category?
we'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. You're rooting for category 3, Andy.
Okay.
You got a
Three.
perfect score on that one.
All right.
Three.
And the answer is category 6.
What
couldn't
the
kidding.
heck? That's
We could just
crazy.
totally skip all that.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Right on.
So what's category 6?
Geography.
Oh.
All right. Question 1 in geography. How many U.S. states border Canada?
Robin Bobbin.
Oh.
And I'll give
Okay.
you half points if you're off by 1.
Can I draw on my paper for a few minutes?
Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do.
Okay. I got to guess.
That was quick.
And I hope
Locked
any
in.
Canadians that hear me say Canada don't get offended. I say that out of affection.
I'm locked in.
Locked in?
I'm locked in.
All right, let's start with Andy.
I believe counting Alaska. I wonder if anybody forgot Alaska. It's 14.
Oh, sweet God.
Deva,
I got 12.
Kels,
I also have 12.
and Allison.
I don't know what happened, but I got 11.
All right. So,
Is it a sweep?
no, not a sweep, but nobody nailed it. We kind of all
Okay.
danced around it. Correct answer is 13.
Mm.
We got
Mm.
going from east to west. You've got Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan,
Oh.
Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Alaska.
I missed Ohio in my
I missed
count.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I did too. Ohio, big
Mm.
time. I mean, more than that, but
Especially Ohio.
And again, the Allison
Mhm.
rule that gives you 2 points because you were off by 1 for a question that it was off by 1 for half
Yep.
points. So you
Mhm.
get 2 points.
Well, doubled is 4 points.
There you go.
All right, question 2. How many Canadian provinces and territories are there in total?
Oh, come on.
you know, you'd
man.
think by now I'd have this logged.
That's why I keep asking because I know someday it's going to stick.
Yep.
Nope. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm
Yeah, I'm guessing.
ballparking this. There's no way I'm going to remember all of them.
Well, I'm not asking you to list them. Just count them.
I know. Yeah.
That's the
I,
thing.
Locked in.
I get you.
I'm locked in.
Kels,
I said 10.
Allison,
It's always promising. I also said 10.
Andy.
I went with a dozen.
Okay. And Deva.
I also went with a dozen.
All I'm trying to say is around your own front door before you try to sweep
Correct answer is 13. There's 10,
Oh, come on.
Shoot.
10 provinces and 3 territories.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I just guessed a number, but okay.
Question 3. Worldwide, how many sovereign states are enclaved within another country?
Ooh, we've asked this before.
Yep. I like this question.
Oh,
Locked in. Thank goodness for my rule.
This is such an interesting subject if you care about geography. There's so many enclaves all over the place. Like part of Oman is enclaved in, not only is it enclaved within the UAE, but there's actually another section that is on the ocean that
Really?
is also surrounded. Yeah. And they're all over the place. There's a bit of Spain that's in the middle of France.
I'm locked in with that number.
we haven't technically used this number yet. That's all I can come up with.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Okay. Let's start with Devo.
4.
Kels.
Ouch.
I said 5.
Allison.
I think it's either 2 or 3. Because I can't remember if there's 2 in South. I think there's 2 enclave countries in South Africa. So I'm going to say 3.
Oh.
It was just 1.
It's
Okay.
just 1?
Yeah,
And
1.
Damn it.
Borders.
All
yeah.
I could think of was Vatican City and San Marino, so I wrote down 2.
Well, one of you's right for the wrong reason. The Lesotho is 1, surrounded by South Africa. Italy actually has 2.
That's the one that has 2.
Vatican City and San Marino. So the correct
Okay.
answer is 3.
It's just 3.
Man, I keep coming within 1.
Suck it, guys. Double them points, Neil.
I got him doubled, Allison.
Oh, man. Trashing up this one.
Okay, so our final question. Africa has about 1/4 of the total countries in the world. How many countries are in Africa?
Oh, come on.
So I'll give you
No.
I'll give you full points if you're within 10% plus or minus.
This is not fair.
gonna have to take a stab in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's you don't have to know how many are in Africa if you have some idea of how many are in the world, right?
I've even blessed the rains
Sure.
down in Africa, but I don't know
Locked
this.
in. Bless the rains down in Africa. I'm locked in.
I think I severely overshot it, but whatever.
Okay, let's start with Kels.
54.
Oh,
Allison?
I severely undershot it.
Allison?
21.
Andy?
I don't know how this number has not come up yet. It's 42.
It
And
did.
David.
With Jackie
Definitely
Robinson.
has
Jackie
come
Robinson.
up.
Oh, rats.
Okay, we
Are you
eventually have to go to
serious?
Andy's house and check to make
Yeah.
sure there's not a gas
Yeah,
leak,
you
right?
might. You might
Yeah, no
have
kidding.
to.
You got one more, buddy, and we're on the way.
And Devo?
Well, I missed it by 1 again. I said 60.
You did, because 59 would have been the top.
Yep.
So I would have given you
Yep.
full points if you'd gotten between 49 and 59, because the correct answer is 54.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me, right?
Oh my God.
So there's approximately 200 countries, depending on how you count them exactly.
Okay.
It's like 197.
Yeah, 197, I think, was the official, or somebody's official count.
Yeah, the sparkles at least.
All right. So at the end of our regular categories, Allison has 129, Andy 145, Devo 150, and Kels 195. And it's time for
Sudden death.
That's awesome.
There it is.
So great.
Whoop, there it is.
That's my favorite. That's so good.
You know the movie, Devo?
No.
Sudden
Sudden
Death
Death?
with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He's at a hockey game.
Is it like a terrorist situation at a hockey game?
Yeah.
If death is in the title, Claude Van Damme has to be in the movie.
He gets royalties.
Him or Seagal.
Yeah, or Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
All right. So every one of these questions is a 50-50 chance.
Okay.
And the theme for the question is, which is bigger? So I'm going to give you two things, and you tell me which is the larger number.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
In 1957, Laika became the first animal to orbit Earth. What kind of animal was Laika?
What is the only team in the Big Four North American sports leagues which shares its name with one of the Avengers?
And here's one more question for you. Are you the type of person who enjoys playing trivia games, learning new things, and having a bit of fun along the way?
If you are, or if you just want to find out the answers to those other questions, then our podcast, Quiz and Hers, might be right up your alley.
Each week, one of us writes new trivia questions for the other person, covering everything from science to history to pop culture to sports.
And every question in a game relates to some theme, like Game of Thrones,
internet memes,
sandwiches,
or animals in space.
Some of the themes make more sense than others.
So if you like trivia, learning, or real couples testing each other's knowledge and patience, check out our podcast, Quiz and Hers, part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network.
Quiz and Hers, the trivia podcast where we test each other's knowledge and the strength of our relationship.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kels from the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, and I have some exciting info for you. ABC's hit trivia show is back for season 3, and that's right, we're talking about The Chase Pop Quiz. Would you like a chance to win big money? Is your mental fitness in peak condition? Is your intellectual cardio up to snuff? If you answer yes, yes, and yes, then I've got some great news for you. ABC is now searching nationwide for trivia buffs like yourself to take on their chasers. Do you have what it takes? If you think you do, apply now at www.thechasecasting.com. You must be 18 or older and a legal resident to apply. Once again, that's www.thechasecasting.com. Apply today for a chance to embark on the mental sprint of a lifetime. Hello, ladlers. We here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast are thrilled to announce that we have merch, t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, mouse pads, a bottle of Crystal Pepsi, and a 1986 Buick Regal sitting on what the kids would say, dubs. I mean, the works. Go to brainladleshop.com and give our beautiful new shop a once-over. Show your love of trivia and help support the show by locking in on your favorite swag. And remember our sales motto, if you want it, we got it. If we ain't got it, we're going to get it. So you better get it while the getting's good.
Question 1. Players on a volleyball team or human players on a polo team?
Do you mean like on the court? Because like the bench could be very...
No, these are active players on the field.
On the floor. Okay.
I'm locked in.
We all know
All
how
right.
many for volleyball, right?
Sure.
Or do-
Gotta guess.
Locked in.
Does anyone know polo?
No.
I
do.
definitely don't know
Ghost
polo.
Rider.
I'm not positive about volleyball, but I know polo.
Yeah.
That doesn't
You do?
surprise me at all, you Ponzi bastard.
Yeah.
See, I thought this was another one that was going to be like a gimme. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Kels, what do you got?
Volleyball.
Ava?
Volleyball.
Andy?
Volleyball.
And Allison?
Well, there's 6 people on the floor in volleyball, and I just can't imagine 12 people on horses being effective on a field. So, volleyball.
Volleyball does have 6 players on a team. Polo has 4.
No.
All right. Question 2. Which is bigger, Avogadro's constant or the number of avocados sold in the U.S. in a 10-year period?
Keith Neal.
Yeah, Jesus.
Logged in.
I'm locked in.
I think I just went a little crazy.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that's the only kind of punny one. I couldn't come up
That's
with
so funny, though.
I love it, though.
Avocado or avocado?
Avogadro or avocado.
Principal.
Avocado vida.
Principal. Avocado. No idea. Avocado, no idea.
You don't remember anything about high school chemistry?
I never took it.
High school chemistry.
God.
That's
I
adorable.
never took it.
Well, this is going to be a shot in the dark, then, I guess.
Shot in the dark. And you're to blame. All right, I'm locked in.
Okay. Deva?
Avocados, baby.
Andy?
Avocados, because I love avocados, and I don't know what the other thing is.
Allison?
My generation really, really pumping up the avocado toast.
No kidding.
So avocado.
$12 a slice? Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kels.
I said Avogadro's constant.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so if every American ate 1.8 times 10 to the 17th avocados per year,
What the hell?
then it would equal Avogadro's constant.
So
great. That was a super great question.
That was awesome.
I loved it.
Cal's got it right, you say.
Yeah, the guy who the science guy got the science question right. Shock of
That's
shocks.
awesome.
It's just
Love
because I
this
remember Avogadro's constant.
Yeah, just because I remember that.
Just because I remember this thing you only use in science.
Right. Yeah.
If you saw it as much as we did in chemistry class, you kind of remember it too.
Honestly, I kind of thought that the avocado sold in the U.S. in 10 years was such a ridiculous comparison that everybody would say that
Avogadro.
You had to have context for what Avogadro was. You might as well have said, yeah, I don't know.
It's constant of 3. I don't know.
You guys sure you like this the sudden death theme?
I love the sudden death. I hate avocados and avogadros.
It just seems like the deaths are very, very sudden.
They are.
They are. We die quick.
Look, the first one we did, I ran the table. After that, I'm out.
It's been a hellscape of dead bodies.
Anyway, so Avogadro's constant, in case you're wondering, is the number of atoms, I think, in a cubic, what is it, like a liter of gas or something like that? Kels?
A liter of cola.
Oh,
A liter of
Something
cola.
like that.
I can see where that would come in handy.
Yeah, when you're buying
You know that.
avocados.
Right.
Yeah, we did it for moles.
Yeah.
No, those are terrible vermin.
Anyway, I
Wreck
guess
your
we're
yard.
we're going to continue. I guess we're going to continue with Kels playing by himself until he gets one wrong.
Yep.
So, Kels, which song spent longer at number 1 on the Billboard chart? Old Town Road or Despacito?
Wow. Trash or trash? What do you want?
Okay, you get out.
Wow.
Popular trash or popular trash?
Yeah. Old Town Road's
Trash.
pretty good.
Gold.
Good for what?
Wow. Wow.
Despacito.
No.
Despacito.
You are wrong.
Of course. Because I should have gone with Old Town Road.
Mm-hmm.
You should always go with O Town Road.
Yeah.
Breaks all the
Despacito
rules.
was 16 weeks. Old Town Road was 19.
You know
Good
why
Lord.
I didn't go with it? Because you said it first. And I felt like you said the other right answers first. I was like,
Oh, you
this
got in
one's
the
gotta be
meta
the second
game.
one. I
You
got the
gamed
meta
yourself.
game on it.
You
I
meta
did.
played. That was meta trivia.
Oh, we gotta go to David.
There's
Lowe's
something
house
in the
before
air
Andy's.
Okay, so our scores at the end of the game are Allison with 139, Andy 155, Devo 160, and Kels has a lot. 215 for Kels.
Avocado's constant. Is that what he's got? Alamogordo's constant.
A little salt over there. Not getting that jacket, Davo.
No.
Do you want to run
it's
through the
not-
rest of the sudden death questions real quick?
Yeah, I think the listeners
this
would
be funny.
Okay, so let's run through the rest of them real quick. Just shout out the answer if you think you know it. Which NBA player has won more championships? Michael Jordan or Robert Horry?
Robert Horry.
Horry.
Oryx, I've never heard of him.
7.
Yep. Horry has 7. Jordan has 6. Who has co-hosted who has hosted or co-hosted the Academy Awards more times? Billy Crystal or Jerry Lewis?
Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, all
Billy
these are a
Crystal.
trap.
Billy Crystal.
I would think Billy Crystal, but I want to pick the other one because it's Neil.
Right.
Well, Jerry Lewis only hosted 3 times. Billy Crystal hosted or co-hosted 9 times.
Yeah.
But neither of them has the record. Do you know who has the record with 19?
Bob
Hope.
19
Oh,
times.
yeah. Bob Hope.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another fun science question.
That can go to hell.
Which is bigger, the mass of an electron or the mass of a proton?
The mass of a proton.
The mass
they're
of my
bigger.
hate,
Right?
my white hot rage mass towards these questions. That's
Come
what's
on, we
bigger.
know that one, gang. We know rudimentary science, right?
Do we?
Electrons are tiny, aren't they?
The proton is 1,840 times larger than an electron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this will be a fun one. Are there more Osmond siblings or Jackson siblings?
I
Osmond
know
siblings.
nothing about the Osmonds. But
Yep.
Joe and Catherine had a lot of kids.
I think there are more Jacksons.
I put my money on Jacksons just for my lack of knowledge of the Osmonds.
I'm waiting for Andy to chime in.
I said Osmonds.
Okay. So, who can name all 10 Jacksons?
Jackie, Tito, Michael, Randy, Marlon, Reby, Janet, did I say
Latoya?
Tito?
Latoya.
You did say Tito.
Okay. How many was that?
I think that was 8.
It was 8. It's 10.
You're missing.
Jermaine.
And the last one is really difficult because he died when he was like 2 days old.
Oh, I didn't know there was.
There was a Brandon
Brandon
between
okay.
Marlon and Michael.
Okay.
Okay, Andy, do you want to take a stab at the Osmonds?
I couldn't, but I grew up with the Donnie Marie show. My mom used to watch that. I used to watch it with her, and I know that they had a pile of, they're Mormons. No offense, but they had a pile.
Okay, so the musical group, the Osmonds, consisted of Alan, Wayne, Merrill, Jay, and Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, there was Donnie and Marie, the one girl in the entire family. Then there was the youngest brother, Jimmy. But there were 2 older brothers. And the story is that the Osmonds, those 2 older brothers both had hearing problems. And the Osmonds decided they wanted to form to be able to afford hearing aids for their older brothers named Verl and Tom.
Oh.
Did not know that.
Which means that there were 10 Jacksons and 9 Osmonds. So the correct answer is the 9 Jacksons.
Yay.
All right. Sorry, that was a really long one, but question 8. Which is bigger, or which has a higher population, Nigeria or Mexico?
Oh,
I
would think Mexico.
I think Mexico.
Yeah, I think Mexico too.
But maybe Nigeria is super dense.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but Mexico is big.
So everybody says
ironically,
Mexico.
I'm super dense.
Okay, Mexico has a population of about 125 million.
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria has a population of about 210 million.
Holy crap! Did not see that coming.
It was packed.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That is a ton. Wow.
Okay, not finally, question 9. What company is older, Yahoo or Google?
Yahoo.
Locked in Yahoo.
Yep, Yahoo is 1994, Google 1998.
Yahoo.
And finally, who has published more books, Stephen King or Dean Koontz?
Oh my God.
Dean Koontz.
Dean Koontz has more.
Really?
Stephen, Koontz has a ton.
Koontz.
Now I'm gonna go with Stephen King because Dean Koontz didn't use Coke. Stephen King was very prolific there for a while. It was amazing.
Book a weekend.
So the numbers I have here are Stephen King with approximately 77 books. And Dean Koontz, of the ones that we know about, there's about 105.
Hey, Dean R. Koontz.
Apparently he did, in the 70s, he did some pornography books. And
that's right.
And, but he's not really saying, I think it's hard to track those down like 60 years later. But, and I guess he didn't keep very close records of that.
Oh, I discovered Dean Koontz when I was like 15. And man, for a couple years there, I read a lot of his books. Then I realized they were all the same formula.
Well, there's only 3 plots, right?
Yeah.
Well, Kels, you're running away with that jacket, and congratulations, man. You're doing fantastic.
Well, thank you. I'm on a bit of a lucky streak.
And thank you, Sensei, for some fabulous numerical questions. That's all I have to say about that. Avocado. So from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, this is your MC Davo with Kels.
1, 2, 3, 5.
See, we all got the yips now.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Andy.
Today's episode was brought to you by the number 3. So long, Ladle Brainers.
Allison.
My IQ is 55.
And the Sensei Neil.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock rock. 9,
Whoa,
10,
that's...
11 o'clock, 12 o'clock rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
Well,
Yes, LB.
let's get on to that.
Did LB do some coke?
A little fast there.
I pointed out to him that whole, if he wanted to do that whole phrase, it was going to take a long time, so he sped it up a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
He seems to be doing better after breaking up with.
Oh, will you stop? Stop. No, just that has to come to an end.
Nope.
Well, it has.
Nope. You do it for Captain Crunch. We can do that for LB.
That is different.
No, isn't that fictional?
That is totally different.
Signing off. Printable.
Print it.
It just kept evolving. I love
Personal.
it.
It's a print in front of
Greetings and salutations to all you good trivia people out there. I know what you're thinking. Hey, I really enjoyed this show. How can I get a little more? Well, here to help you out. You can look up these good people on Twitter at Ladle Brain, or if Facebook's more your deal, you can look them up at Brain Ladle Productions. Hey, they've even got their own webpage. It's brainladletrivia.com. Now, if you're feeling generous, you can join a Patreon, where if you donate $10 or more, you can even get yourself a fancy show invite. How about that? Until we meet again, this has been 44, and I'm glad you joined us. Hope I'm out.
February 7th or March 7th?
February.
I like how you say that month, Neil. Hit me with it one more time.
February?
February.
You said it like Elvis.
Was that the only winless NFL season ever?
No. Tampa Bay was winless in its first year.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Tampa Bay went 0-27 their first 2 years.
That's right.
Just trash.
And Cleveland had a winless season with Hugh Jackson, who went 1-31 in 2 years.
I think they would have did better with Hugh Jackman. But
Yeah.
Probably because that dude's a badass.
Yes,
Yep.
he's really, really
And he
cool.
can sing.
He can dance.
Can he?
He's
He's
amazing.
talented.
He can sing. We say that. Okay.
We're gonna go with that.
You don't agree?
All right.
Allison?
Not a fan of his musicals. All right.
He's better than
Oh
Dave.
God, I had to stop Les Mis. I was like, oh,
I stopped that. Well, I wanted to stop it because Russell Crowe was singing, and that should not happen.
there you
Russell
go.
Crowe
That's
was the
even.
problem there.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that entire fucking musical. That's just me.
Yeah, I didn't even start the musical because
All this
it's
for a
musical.
loaf of bread.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was
One more day.
Yeah, it was rough.
So, fun fact. Well, actually, not really a fun fact. More of a tip that if you ask a lady out on a date and she says she wants to go see Seven, the relationship's probably not going to go anywhere but painfully. First date.
Yep.
Let's go see Seven.
First date?
Yeah.
Let's go see Seven. Yeah.
Just movies in movies in general are bad for first dates.
Yeah,
I had a
sitting in the
first
dark
date
being
and saw
quiet.
Fatal Attraction. That didn't go well either.
Wow.
That's weird. Mine was Clockwork Orange. It was great.
Of course. Of course.
Turns out we had so much in common.
That's
We had
beautiful.
milk afterwards. It was delightful.
It's beautiful.
Oh, sorry. I just roundhouse kicked my mic.
What? Yeah.
Salmon Chase was also the first person on the dollar bill. It wasn't George Washington. It was Salmon B. Chase. There you go.
What?
Now you're getting slightly
Yes.
closer to interesting.
I thought it was P.
Who?
Salmon P. Chase.
Or is it Salmon P or B?
I thought it was
Might be
salmon.
P.
Salmon sounds
Yummy.
ridiculous. Salmon sounds delicious.
It was P.
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 P. You got your P. You got your P.
That's P in the corner.
That's P in the
There it is.
spotlight.
Spotlight.
That is an Easter egg for a future episode, ladle brainers.
That I wasn't even on.
That joke makes no sense to you now, but like in 3 weeks, it's gonna be really
Yeah.
funny.
It's like the Marty McFly of jokes.
Sure. Come get this baby.
I don't know how, but that is staying. I just need it somewhere. Come get this baby.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.